Well, that's a good question, and I've thought about it a lot. Primarily, I thought of the idea of writing a world religions textbook because I was dissatisfied with what I saw on the market, and going to religious studies conferences and things, I noticed that most religious studies scholars accepted textbooks, and they would say, well, this isn't a bad textbook and things, but nobody was ever enthusiastic about a religious studies textbook. And then at a sociology conference, and this is many years ago, Rodney Stark's new textbook on sociology came out, and people were really enthusiastic about it. And they were saying, this is a great book, you've got to use it, students love it, it really makes them excited. And I began thinking, why is it that religious studies textbooks are things that people learn about religion from, and sociology textbooks make people excited about the subject? And we need something different. And then I realized that most religious studies textbooks were clones of Noss's book or Ninian Smart's book, The Religious Experience of Mankind. And basically they all presented religion in a very bland and nice way, which was what was needed at the time. When these books were first published in the 50s and 60s, nobody knew anything about Hinduism or Buddhism, except experts, but most ordinary students had never heard of these religions, even never mind studied them, and they needed to be given basic information. But times have changed. We've got lots of Indians and Pakistanis and Chinese and all sorts of people, Buddhists, Hindus, Muslims living in North America. Yet we're still using the textbooks that were designed for a society where there were very, very few non-Christian immigrants, or at least immigrants from non-Christian backgrounds. And this is carried over, and things haven't changed all that much. So I wanted to write something that was different, that engaged students, got them excited about the subject, and presented a different side, presented some of the problems in the study of religion, rather than just presenting a nice picture of religion, challenged students to think about it. Now, I realize, and this is true of Stark's book on sociology, people would say, this was a great book. I don't agree with him there, and I don't agree with him there, and, I think that's rubbish. But it's still a great book for students because it gets them into the subject. So I expect a lot of people will read my book and say, well, I don't agree with this, I don't agree with that. But I hope they'll say, but it gets students interested and gets them engaged, and that's what I'm trying to do.